Peter Walsh, I'm going to ask you as a trainer, you train here, you train down under. Who's the best female racehorse that you've ever trained?
I had some very great mares in Australia and a couple of very good mares here in Art Affection and Artunis, but I'd say the best mare I've trained by far and had probably had the littlest opportunity here was Jada Rose from Australia.
Now, Art Affection was one of those mares who just kept on going. She put a lot of years in on the track.
A lot of years and a lot of placing. He was just honest there week after week, just kept getting her money. But I'd say for just who had only had 6 starts here, went 49-3, but potentially could have been a great mare here was with Jada Rose. She came up here with, she already took an embryo out of her, then brought up here and raced, and then we sent her back home. She had a colt foal by Art's Place a couple of weeks ago.
I remember Scotch Notch came here years ago. She was a top mare. We don't see that many down under mares coming up anymore.
No, I suppose they go to the breeding shed like they do here. We've got another good new Australian mare up here at the moment. I think you'll see her have a good season this year in Fleur de Lure, Andy McCarthy's mare. She was a great mare in Australia. I think once she's settled in now and wintered and coming back in the summer, I think you'll find she'll do a great job here.
Well, I would have to say Southwind Tempo. She was very quality mare, could do it either way on the front, had high speed, just really gutsy, great gaited, and she'd have to be my best mare that I've ever driven.
But I think Loyal Opposition has a little more money than her, though.
Yeah, and I drove her one time at Hawthorne early in her career, and as a 3-year-old, and I've not taken nothing away from her. What a great female, and just an awesome racehorse. And hopefully Tempo's not done yet. Maybe she can make as much money as she did one day.
Well, I had Shady Daisy there for the longest time. I love that filly. She was just unreal. Her turn of speed for just over an eighth of a mile was unbelievable. No horse in the country could pace with her. And to this day, I don't think I've driven a horse that could explode like she could. But then Rainbow Blue came along, and she broke all of Shady Daisy's records and win, I think, 16 out of 17 starts as a 3-year-old, and set track records everywhere she went, and she did it kind of effortless. She didn't have to put a lot into it to do it. It was, so I would say Rainbow Blue is probably the best filly I ever drove, and I don't think anybody's ever drove one as good as her. I think she's probably the best ever.
Galleria, the best mare you ever drove?
That's a tough question. I've driven some good mares, Loyal Opposition, Burning Point, Glowing Report. So they're all great mares, but she definitely holds a special spot in my heart.
Oh, the best in my barn, in my mind, no doubt, is Loyal Opposition. She raced everywhere, competed across the world. So.
And she was good right from the start too. It wasn't like some Johnny-come-lately.
No, I think as a 2-year-old, she actually went undefeated. She won every race in Illinois as a 2-year-old. I think maybe she got beat on the open market a time or two.
Now, the best female racehorse you've ever been associated with, I know that's going to be Darlin's Delight. You know what surprised me most about her? The fact that she maintained that every year on the track.
Well, that one, the credits comes back to Jeff Stafford on that one. He did such a tremendous job with her. Just like you said, bringing her back, but bringing her back to that level is not easy. Like even a good mare like My Little Dragon, her issue. Some years she was off a little bit, but Darlin's came back every year, and then she was a great mare. I think her best quality was her versatility. You could leave a quarter in 26 seconds, go the next one in 35 if you wanted to. She was so sweet to drive, and she'll truly be missed on my part.
And her career is now done. She's a broodmare now, right?
Yes, actually, I believe she's getting bred to Rock and Roll Hanover.
I would definitely think the #1 mare was Loyal. Loyal Opposition was just such a tough race mare. She kept coming year after year, and the level that she did it was just amazing for her to keep doing it every year.
My Little Dragon definitely stands out. Carolina Sunshine. One of my favorites was probably House that Ruth built. Her 3-year-old year, 2 and 3-year-old year. She was very dominant and just a big mare, and could do whatever you want with her. So she was definitely stands out at the top of the list.
Now, I know Incredible Tilly was just that, and Loyal Opposition. We're looking for your opinion on the greatest female racehorse you've ever been associated with. What about those two, and maybe someone else?
It'd have to be a toss-up between those two. Incredible Tilly's kind of sentimental to me because she was the first one. So, but they were both great, and I had a lot of fun with both of them.
I loved Glowing Report. She was ultra tough, and she was just a very, very good horse. I liked her a lot.
At Arts Place, sired some good mares, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, a lot of tough ones, and she was a tough mare.
The filly that I thought really had the most ability was a filly called Ombro View. Tanamara Farms owned her. That was back in the days that Irv didn't come east. I would have his East Coast horses, and that filly showed up here and was very, very impressive. Win one of the late closers and win some Jersey Sires, and was effective at Freehold. She really had high speed. She was a terrific mare.
Well, it's pretty simple. It's the fastest mare in the world, My Little Dragon, by far.
The night she went 48-1, how shocked were you when you saw the teletimer?
Not shocked at all. You know, she's probably the fastest horse for a furlong I've driven. You know, as good as any male. She could, you know, she's very fast.
And is she now retired, or?
Yep. She'll be. I think she's going to be bred to rock and roll this year.
Now, who was the greatest female racehorse that you've ever driven? And I don't want to influence you, but I remember Saccharum was pretty high up there.
She was good. Really, I would have to say Glowing Report and Eternal Damnation.
Oh, it's got to be Eternal Damnation, right?
Well, you know, but I'm a little practical towards Glowing. But I would have to say Eternal Damnation was.
Didn't you put her over $3 million? Wasn't that you?
I did. Up in Canada, it was great.